And we're recording. Yay. I am a little under the weather still. I went to DragonCon, had a blast, got con crud. I donate blood when I go there, which usually opens you up for con crud. But there, for the grace of tea, go I. Which I'm letting steep right now. So hi everybody. We are back as the Horsemen, 1200 days ago. Which is, what did I work the math out to last time? Roughly 3 years, something like that. 3.5, somewhere in there. Doesn't really matter. Haven't really been keeping track of points. Just been playing how I want to play.
Ready for orders.
And yeah, we'll see where we wind up on the scale when we're done.
Ready for orders.
So everybody's healed up, everybody's skilled up, everything's fixed up. It means it's time to try to find some people to fight. We really want, or at least I really want, the Lyran Alliance to like me. Shouldn't be too hard, starting here. Biological sample. Alright, let's see here. Who are we fighting against? Clan Novacat. Perfect. All the salvage. Clan Novacat, who kind of liked us, is now not going to. Hudson, you know, the king crab is nice, but we're not getting into a slugfest, so by the time you get there, everybody's already done. But I also want to give you something with ballistics so that you can use your wonderful quirk. I wish it gave me numbers for speed, you know, rather than just pips. But that's alright. We know this guy is going to be faster than pretty much everybody. Any other 100-tonner I could put in there. We've got a lot of ace pilots now. We've got a couple that are still on their way. But yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. This is going to be an easy couple of missions to knock out. Get some bonus points with the Lyran Alliance, which is good because making friends with them is basically like making friends with the entire military-industrial complex of the Inner Sphere. I did a modest computer upgrade recently. Excuse me. I replaced my CPU, my 3950X, with the 5950X. And I replaced the heatsink compound from Cryonaut Thermal Grizzly with the 7950 phase change material from Honeywell, purchased via lttstore.com. The purchase process was rather painless outside of the typical United States stupidity that's, well, become typical, I should say. But what I was hoping for is exactly what's happening so far. Is single core performance is way higher. I mean, just look at this. The 3950X was a beast for multi-core performance, but I needed something that gave better single core performance. And it's funny how new a hardware I have to get for a 7-year-old heavily modded game to work properly, or work better, I should say. It kind of already was working as intended. But yeah, the loading speeds are way better. Even though I compiled this mod with multi-core support, better single core performance makes a huge difference.
Position confirmed.
Mr. Sunspider. No, sir, we call that Mr. Coffee. Yes. I always drink coffee when I launch LRMs. You know that.
Let's get down to it.
Position confirmed.
No, I need you facing this way. Dervish 2C, I really don't care if you're behind cover or not. Whew. So I'm in the midst of still organizing my space and cleaning out the old space I was in, which is unfortunately time consuming because you always have more stuff than you think. Always.
Hey.
I want to get visual range on him.
Daniel.
Well, I'm going to have to move this guy to do it, huh?
Got it, Commander.
What the? A tarantula? Now there's something I didn't expect. That's awesome. So the tarantula, alright, in lore, four-legged mechs have always kind of been the red-headed stepchildren of the BattleTech universe. Mostly because of the Scorpion, which gave a notoriously bad ride. And the Goliath, which, while easier to pilot, was also top-heavy and had the issue of really poor quality leg hardware. So, just quite literally, just tapping on one of the legs with a gun could take out a leg. So the Tarantula was an effort to kind of turn that by making a four-legged 20-ton scout mech, which would make the mech incredibly hard to take down because usually you take one of the legs off of a scout mech and, you know, it's kind of toast. But in this case, you've got redundancy. So you take one of the legs off of a scout mech and it can still kind of move, which I just did. And unlike a biped mech, you take one leg off, it doesn't just fall over and go boom. It's still kind of scuttling around. And they overbuilt the crap out of the legs and the motive system, and they added 8 jump jets, which gave it 240 meter jump range. And they just designed everything around making the smoothest ride possible and giving it the stablest footing possible. It didn't quite work to 100% turn the reputation of four-legged mechs around, but it went a long way. And it also introduced people to the resilience of a four-legged mech in a scouting role because, yeah, you can't just aim for the legs and all of a sudden the mech's useless. However, it still has, as impressive as leg armor is compared to arm armor, it's still a light mech. That means it's not going to have a lot. We don't need to waste a bunch of LRMs on this guy. We'll just shoot 2 for now, because that is going to be enough damage for the moment. Alright. I am feeling much better overall since the convention. It was really nice to get out of town for a little bit, number 1. Number 2, to get away from work for a little while. And number 3, surround myself with like-minded, free-thinking people. And holy shit, what a game changer that is. All of a sudden, you realize you're actually not the crazy one when you see shit that's going on in the world or at work or whatever, and you try to come up with ways to fix it that are, to you, common sense. And lo and behold, you got people agreeing with you. Oh, it's a 25-ton, not 20-ton.
Waiting for orders.
It's just... It's a mind-blowing experience. Oh, he's toast.
Let's hit him hard.
Sorry, bro.
Target neutralized.
Good to go.
We want you on the flank. But I had a lot of fun cosplaying. I met up with people from the Black Pants Legion Auxiliary, which was a good time. Donated blood and got a cool t-shirt and print to hang on my wall. Met Michael Stackpole. That was fun. And actually it was during breakfast. We're out in the cafeteria, we being me and my family that I went with. We're out in the cafeteria. My brother strikes up a conversation with this older gentleman sitting next to us about I, Jedi. and they're just going back and forth on characters, character development, other books, and I heard a name I recognized. I don't remember what the name of the book was, but I chimed in and um, basically said, I said, you know, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but who are you? And he turns, and he's got a Star Wars Imperial type badge on, and it says Michael A. Stackpole, and I just blurted out, oh shit. And he laughed pretty good for a little while, and everybody else at the table laughed pretty good. Good-natured laughing guys, not like, oh, what an idiot this guy is. And I'm like, man, you know, I always wondered what would happen if I met an author I really liked, and here I am, and you know, hey, I like your books. And he looks at me, and he's like, yeah, okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
Hell yeah.
I said, do you,
Roger that.
I'm sure you have a lot of people asking you for writing advice. He's like, yeah. I said, well, I got a question. If it's okay, you can tell me it's okay. I'm not going to say you're a horrible person. He's like, no, go ahead, but just bear in mind I have, you know, a couple of writing panels, actually a number of writing panels this weekend with paid admission, so I'm not going to give you everything for free that I'm going over in there for people who are paying me money. I'm like, no, that's totally fine. I had this area of paralysis when I write. He's like, don't edit as you go. Are you editing as you go? Well, I mean, I write down a paragraph or chapter or whatever, and then I go back and go over it. He's like, don't. Just move on. Write out the entire book first, and then go through it and edit it. Don't worry about how the voices sound. Get the dialogue down. Just, you know, get all the key points down, and then go over it and worry about the rest later. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Okay, let's go.
And then I told him about my experience meeting Larry Niven, in which my buddy Warp, we were sitting in a room party at DragonCon, and I got on, sitting next to, again, older gentleman, sitting next to this guy, and we got on the topic of classic sci-fi. And I brought up Dream Park, which was, and still is, one of my favorite sci-fi books, classic sci-fi books. And for those of you who don't know, Dream Park is set in the future, not too far from now, if I'm going to be honest, in terms of capability, where they have these parks that are called Dream Parks. And basically the way it works is you are in a simulated environment, and it can be in whatever role-playing game if you're choosing. So the game or the book takes place in a simulated Dungeons and Dragons game. You can interact with the environment. You're there with real people. The NPCs aren't real, of course. And it's a really cool book. It's a great concept, and I love it. And he's like, yeah, you know, that is a good book. And he said it was a really original idea and concept, I feel. Not so much now, but for the time it definitely was. And he excused himself to go outside and have a cigar. And my buddy Warp sits down next to me. He's like, you know who that was? I'm like, no. He's like, that was Larry Niven. And I just kind of stare at him blankly. And he's like, Larry Niven was basically the fight. Yes, I know who Larry Niven is. Larry Niven wrote Dream Park. So if you haven't read it, if you haven't even heard of it, highly encourage you to look it up and read it. And it's basically a sci-fi whodunit. The premise is that the murder takes place in one of these dream parks, and a guy who is not a nerd whatsoever, he's a detective, is recruited to go undercover as one of these adventuring parties to figure out who did it and how.
Affirmative.
That's the premise of the book. Not giving away anything else because it's a really good book. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that.
Well done. Here we go.
There we go.
Firing on target.
So I did go to one of his panels. It was 21 Days to a Novel. And it's not literal. It is good habits of how to write the bulk of your novel, or at least the body of a novel in 21 days. And every day you just do another step. And it's very procedural, for lack of a better word. And it was a good panel. You know, we got to ask some questions. Obviously, that's a lot to cover in an hour. So the questions, not all the questions got answered. But the more pertinent ones did. Took a lot of notes.
Yes,
And hopefully that'll help me on my path to writing a BattleTech book that I've been working on for a little while now. But overall, the convention was an uplifting experience. The only thing I didn't do there that I wanted to do was find a replacement Star Trek wallet.
Connection on that one.
So, but that's okay. I'm just going to have to turn to Etsy for that one, I think. I think he's going to die soon. Yep. There he goes. Nice.
Hell yeah. Mech destroyed.
I hear ya.
Alright. Let's get you closer to the front. You die when I say
Ready
you must
for-
die. Back to the front.
Confirmed.
But my voice is, I'm feeling a lot better, honestly. A lot of my sinus congestion, or chest congestion is all gone. I started out as sinus congestion, and then of course it migrated to my chest. I got that all cleared out by being moderately active
Come on, Mech Warriors.
for
It's go
certain
time.
values of active. So now I'm just clearing out sinus congestion, which has been a problem my entire life. When I was in my preteens and young teens, I had, I think, like 14 or 15 ear infections over a 1-year period. That's always been a problem for me, which is why I'm really careful about getting sick, taking care of the head congestion first. My lungs are in good shape, so the chest congestion I know will clear up on its own as long as I don't get used to being sedentary. But to quote Tex, your voice doesn't sound like this if everything has gone all right in your life. I have worked industrial jobs and oil field jobs, and I have been exposed to some things, and I understand that it's not meant to sound mysterious. It's just that I don't really know what they were. What's over here? Oh. Really? What's he got on there? Not a lot, but it's that light tag that kind of concerns me. So let's go ahead and run you over here.
Copy that.
Not great odds to hit. Better.
All weapons.
Nice. Nice. Good job.
Scored a critical hit.
Exactly what I wanted. I got exposed to some things that screwed up my lungs and throat. Possibly my taste buds, depending on who you talk to. So, it doesn't take a lot of talking or a lot of illness or a lot of anything to really disrupt my voice and make it sound pretty rough. I generally... this is running much smoother on the new processor. I did also run the... let me finish my little story. I generally, when I live stream or when I do game recordings, try to avoid doing it when I'm sick because it doesn't take a lot to make me sound pretty rough. Or even on the tail end of an illness. And it's a thing that's always made me a little self-conscious too, because I can feel it as much as I can hear it in my own voice. Kind of
Hey.
a little bit of raspiness, a little bit of, what do you want to call it? A little bit of raspiness, a little bit more gravelly, if you will. So, it makes me self-conscious, regardless of how it sounds to other people. It's all about me. Yeah, I'll be fine. So I'm just kind of taking a leap today and just saying to hell with it, let's do it anyway. So the new processor's definitely making a difference. I also, as I said, I redid the heatsink compound, which was probably part of the problem with the other one, because it was glued in there. I needed a razor blade to get in there and pry it loose, and I unfortunately dropped it and bent some pins, which I have been able to recover, but still, like, wasn't 100% sure this one was going to be any good. And I also had a learning experience running the Ryzen Core Optimizer. So I gave it a mild undervolt, which I'll explain in a minute. And I ran the Core Optimizer. So what the Core Optimizer does is it basically loads and unloads each core to to see what you can get away with in terms of voltages. So it will undervolt each core individually to keep the heat under control, while also... Oh, he doesn't have a lot of armor, but we're just going to blast the fuck out of him. So that you get the same boost clocks and the same performance while keeping your thermals under control by using less voltage to do the same amount of work. And I had an overall SOC undervolt 2 by 0.13 volts. Yeah, instead of 1.2 volts, it's 1.87. Which also goes a long way to keeping the core cool. We're not going to waste your Gauss ammo on that. The medium pulse lasers are definitely going to be useful, and we want the leg. Thank you. Goodbye. So, with the 5950's better single core performance, as well as it's basically had the same TDP or overall power draw as the 3950, but better performance. And with the core optimizer run, it's getting that at lower thermals. Man, that thing's hard to hit. So, this game is running a lot better.
Yep.
Alright. Well, that thing's about toast. It doesn't really have anything that can harm me right now. So, but I do want him dead. Let's get the air medium lasers for a bit. Nice. Almost blowed up.
Nice. Got past his armor.
Commander.
What is this guy? A little more concerned about him. Ooh, okay. I think we need to do something with the heat sinks on this guy. Nice. Lucky shot, I'll take it.
Reporting critical hit.
So, yes, a weekend away, long weekend away with family, talking to like-minded people who are also very intelligent and free thinkers was really what I needed to kind of curb some of my issues with depression that I've been going through, and simultaneously staying away from the news cycle while I was there. Also key. As much as I do agree that it is a good thing to be informed, the way the news run now is not information in my opinion. It is mostly sensationalism, just like everything else, designed to get clicks. And that's not useful. Occasionally they get something right, but by and large it's usually just nonsense, overhyped nonsense. I rely on individuals for my information on what's going on in the world. So I listen to people that I know that are in... Being an IT nerd, it's easy for me to connect with people over a very wide geographical area. So I rely on individuals to tell me what's going on.
Got it.
And so far, that has served me pretty well. Let's get the Gauss rifle.
Picked up.
Nice.
Mess him up. Mess him up good.
But yes, it is my opinion that the vast majority of news outlets do not serve to deliver the news, they serve their own ends. And they will deliver the information that furthers that end. Ow. But I'm going to steer clear of that topic for the rest of this game. As best I can, anyway. Can I kick you? Yeah, I want to kick you. We're going to skip that. We're going to skip that.
There. Okay.
Nice.
Going hand to hand, I guess. Huzzah!
I think he's going to fall over now.
Didn't expect.
Goody. Is he dead? Not quite. He's going to be soon. Interesting.
Reporting minimal damage.
Oh, I don't think
Yes,
you're
Commander.
going to be alive much longer. You get the LRMs. You get everything else. Goodbye, both of you.
Putting fire on multiple targets. Hey,
Kaboom, yo.
let's slip the dog before.
And now, with no more spotters, they're going to have to start moving up. Mr. Sun Spider. Yeah, we'll put you in cover. You'll be fine. Nice.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Tex. Yeah, we're going to put you in cover
Let's
too.
make some bad decisions at high speed.
Hudson.
On my way. Double time.
We'll work on it.
Bunny here.
I'm flying, buddies, I'm flying!
Receiving you.
Yep.
Confirm.
Wow, this game's playing a lot better.
Standing by.
I wonder how much of it is a new processor and how much of it is just me redoing the thermal paste so that
Going full
the
speed.
temperatures don't spike.
I hear ya. Max speed, no shooting. What's up, huh?
Alrighty. Alright. Oh. Well, I should be able to get down now if I go over this way. I'm basically going to run the charger in there and use that to capture whatever it is I'm supposed to capture. I'm going to put you out here on the cliff because you can handle it.
Come on, Mech Warriors. It's go time.
Actually, we'll just walk you up one.
Moving out.
30 tonner. Don't really need to play cautiously either, honestly. Oh, interesting.
What now?
Yeah, you're intact enough. We can move you up.
Oh boy, here we go.
Incubus, huh? Let's stick to the smaller weapons.
You say so.
Yes, I do.
I live to serve.
Alright, you got the dervish. You can't... You're not in range.
Acknowledged.
Let's get you in range. Yeah, that's not too bad. Nice. Not enough to chew a hole in them quite yet. This will be, though. Maybe. 30, 60, 90. Goodbye. No, most of those missed, and I kind of knew that was going to happen. Lucky headshot.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Answer's no.
Sometimes failing is important. However, this will mostly be...
Orders.
Alright, you were also going to run up there.
Good to go.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna hit. I think we'd blasted enough of the cliffside away from by now.
Good to go, boss.
The almost acceptable mech that I've managed to turn this into.
Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Lucky headshots. Yes.
To the head.
I don't think I actually got him in the head, but nope. That's okay. Yeah, you can stay right there and shoot at him.
Taking a shot.
Nice.
Give them everything you've got. That's a kill.
Yes, Commander. Copy that.
Awesome.
Waiting on you, Commander. Going turbo.
Alright, who we got left?
Yes, Commander.
You were definitely a closer range dude, so we'll get you up in there too.
Commander?
You're fine right there.
We can do this. Let's go.
Standing by. Got it.
Well, there was a guy over here.
What can I do for you? Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
So he can jump.
Yes, Commander.
You're good right there for now.
Keeping it cool.
Kingfisher cannot jump, so you're gonna have to go all the way around.
Good to go, boss.
You can jump, so we're gonna put you right up there.
Sprinting.
Receiving you.
You can also jump, so we'll go ahead and run you up in there.
Roger.
What's up, boss?
Yeah, you, as established, are fine right there. Put you out on the wings.
Ready, Commander.
You need to cool off.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
You're good.
What's up, boss?
You also cannot jump, so you go up the ramp.
Acknowledged. Hey.
Beauty.
Going as fast as I can.
You're good.
Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
Where the fuck is that thing come? Okay.
Good to go.
Good night.
Hot damn. Let's do this. Let's go.
Yeah.
I think I hit something good.
Not much left to him, not really concerned. No. I'm just gonna ignore him at this point. Okay, he's acting as a spotter, so I really can't do that. God damn it. Just when I have a nice and simple solution, and easy, critically.
All right.
Goodbye.
Enemy down.
Yep.
I'm here.
You're good.
Roger that. Digging
Wrong
in.
button. Alright, so let's move the guys I actually care about.
Go, boss. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Waiting on you, Commander. Taking the high road.
Alright.
Ready for orders.
Yep.
Orders.
Commander?
Oh, oops. Nope, wrong one. You're jump capable. I'm gonna run you over this way, actually. See what in the hell else is over here. Let's see. Who haven't we moved? We need to move
Waiting
you.
for orders.
We'll have you cover this flank.
I copy.
That should be everybody. There we go.
We can do this. Let's go.
Hey, ho, let's go.
Reserving action.
Waiting for my opening.
Thank you. Tired of this thing. Oh, wow. Expected a lot more than that, but whatever. Goodbye.
Hostile removed.
Well, there are intelligent decisions out there, and then there was that.
Going.
I think everyone else.
Good to go,
Let's
boss.
put you up high. Can we put you up high? Nope. We'll position you to be up high next round. Everyone else is just going to stay put, and that's probably going to be the game right there.
The asset has been secured and is ready for retrieval.
Yep. Cat, quit trying to push buttons on my keyboard. Okay, let's see here. Clan Nova Cat likes us a little less. I'll live. See what we got from salvage. Definitely want the AMS. I don't think. No, I do have a couple of those. Heavy mediums, I think I got a bunch. Yep. Alarm 10, alarm 15, medium pulse lasers. Take some more of those. I want engines. 200. Yep, I got most of these engines. I'm not really going to go for the 90. Ooh, heat sinks. Ooh, actually no. Let's take a look at that there. Ammo. ATM. Standard, I have 10. Extended range, I have 8. High explosive, I have 10. Nice. Okay, I didn't realize that. After choosing priority items, yeah, I know that. Okay. Well, we'll take that because I have one already. Nice. Alright. I can sell that for money. I can sell those for money. I can sell that for money. Sell that, sell that, sell that. And sell that. Look at that. Money. About time to give me some more tea. Potentially some lunch. Alright, let's see who is ready for more
Ready, Commander.
skill
Commander?
points. Probably just this dude.
Training complete.
Standing by.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nope. Got 2 of them.
Mech warrior
Alright, 2
training
more points and we got another ace. Let's see if we have anything we can put together for money. Alright, the Arctic Cheetah. LB2, medium pulse here, medium, no. 4 ER mediums and 2 medium pulse lasers. Okay. Yeah, we'll build that.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
And then we're going to strip it bare and sell it. Because I want the parts. There's another million. Look at that. We just broke 10 mil. Nice. Alright. We're in pretty good shape still. Let's see what we got for another contract. Patrol. Battle. Also a battle. You know what? We're just gonna... Oh, Comstar? No, I am kind of trying to stay on Comstar's good side. Also trying to stay on Rasalhague's good side. Ooh, but we don't give a shit about the word of Blake. Let's go full... Well... We'll probably get more money out of salvage in this case. This is a pretty good light up. And then after this, I'm going to call it. Get myself some lunch, another cup of tea. Probably take it easy the rest of the day. Salvage, 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 where the real money is made. Get one of your mechs within range of the research facility and download the virus. Then extract the infected carrier mech so we can analyze the virus. Okay. Yeah, that loads way faster. That's awesome.
Command interface initiated.
Game also plays way faster. Yeah, I wouldn't be thrilled about that idea either. Alrighty.
You betcha.
Yeah, need to get you closer. Need to get most of these guys closer. You're okay further away.
Confirmed. On it.
Sunspider's fine further away. Thunderbolt definitely want up a little closer.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Acknowledged. Moving to position.
I'm walking here. I hear ya.
Alright. Nice pool of water.
Got it.
Affirmative.
Copy that.
Copy that.
We're going to put our heat logs in the water, and we're going to use the other guys to invite attack.
Moving out.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Moving to position. Affirmative.
Just like that.
Acknowledged.
Wow, I wonder if my old processor just wasn't set up very well. There shouldn't be that much of a performance uplift, because it's only like 200 megahertz higher boost clocks. But this is playing way better. So maybe the curve optimizer actually does do a lot.
Moving
Maybe I should have just run that on the old one rather than shell out for a new processor. Who knows?
Copy that.
Let's see here. Yeah, you can go forward.
Moving out.
There we go. You can also go forward. Nope, we're just going to put you right on the edge.
On my way.
Moving out.
It just started pouring out again.
Coordinates.
Sun spiders definitely staying in the water because holy shit.
Moving, Commander.
Thunderbolt's actually pretty good.
All right. Let's
Other
get
Timberwolf staying in the water because also holy shit.
Position confirmed.
And the Griffin's also pretty good. Why are you... Yeah, we're jumping you.
Engaging. Jump jet.
And you're staying in the woods.
Rolling.
Alright, so who we got? Appears to be a tank of some kind. Heavy tank even.
Orders. Waiting for the shot.
Seriously,
What can I do for you?
we're gonna play this game. Well, I know they're not gonna gun me, so we're just gonna go in there and go for it.
Pedal to the metal.
2 more tanks. 40 tons and 60 tons.
Orders.
Receiving you.
Bunny here.
Oh, okay, you can give me the sensor lock I want. And 2 mechs, nice. But since that dude's already moved,
Locked them. Clear as day.
and it's an LRM carrier, very good. Now we have some fun.
Barely touched me.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, Commander.
What does he have? Oh, well, we might be able to pull that off, but I doubt it. Yeah, not looking great, but we hit with a missile. Could be worse.
Yes, Commander.
Mr. Kingfisher, we're gonna get you up in
Copy
position.
that.
Should have used your little whirlwind thing there, whatever the hell that's called. Your fleet-footed feet. Yeah, not too worried about that. Next.
Waiting for orders.
Actually, you know what? We're gonna see if I can pull them all in here and just blast the crap out of them once I cross the ridge.
Waiting for orders.
And we're gonna take out that LRM carrier first.
Commander. Engaging target.
Yeah, buddy.
Ready, Commander.
Overkill? I think not. Yes. Goodbye. I like it.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Well, we'll give that a shot. Not gonna help us a lot, but if it hits,
See if I was sober enough to
it
line
did
this
not.
up.
Well,
Sometimes
whatever.
failing is important. Actually be painful.
Yes, Commander. I'm
We'll
here.
wrap on their heads just enough to keep them interested.
Ready for orders. Got it, Commander. Come on, mech warriors. It's go time.
Yeah, you guys can reserve as much as you want. I really don't care.
Engaging target.
I'm still hurting you, at very little risk to myself.
What now? Locking in target.
Nice.
I'm ready.
Very nice.
Roger that.
He's gonna want to move soon. Sun Spider. Ooh, Hetzer. Eh. Well. Sorry about the Discord notifications. I'm helping my buddy Defaulto with cloning a disc. Yeah, we're just gonna go for the kill shot. And you still missed.
Sometimes failing is important. However, this will mostly be painful.
Heh. Yeah, not concerned.
Commander.
Let's move you up there.
On my way. Double time.
Then... Oh, can only shoot one of those two, huh? Yeah, sure, we'll go for it. I was gonna say another engine hit. He's toast.
Tango down.
He's no fun. He fell right over.
Good to go, boss.
There we go.
Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Hets are gonna hets. Hets are gonna hets no more.
Guns.
Oh wow, stood up to
Ready
that.
for orders.
I'm mildly surprised.
On the move. Full speed.
That's okay. That won't last much longer. Assuming they can hit him.
Waiting for orders. Understood.
Okay,
Moving
well,
fast.
let's split your fire, and we'll do the LRMs at the Hetzner. And the PPCs at, is that a blackjack? Yeah. Ooh, an Omni blackjack.
Engaging multiple targets.
Ammo explosion? Yes. Nice.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Uh-huh. And this should do the rest of what we want.
No sweat.
Ooh, very nice. A little bit tougher than
What's
I
up, boss?
expected, but that's okay. We have guys for that.
No shooting, just running.
Accuracy by volume.
Locking in all weapons.
Nice.
Receiving you. Engaging.
Yep.
Scored a critical hit.
We can do this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Time to forge ahead. Accuracy boost, damage boost, and he's dead. And he fell over.
Tango.
And then his arm landed on him.
Hey.
Alright, time to move everybody in. Relatively low risk.
I'm receiving you. On my way. Double tap.
And we stick it to the Blakists.
Ready, Commander. Throttle up.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Yeah, Thunderbolt's not the fastest, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be.
Bunny here. Sprinting.
Yeah, we've got more than enough combined firepower here that even out of the water and running hot, I should be
On
able to
my
take
way. Double
out
time.
just about any unit that drops on us.
I hear ya.
Nuclear weapons, not so much. Also, the Blakist were known to use chemical, biological, and all the way up to neutron bombs, which is not good.
Ready for orders.
I don't think they have that in this mod, but they might. I don't know.
The asset is in
Yay.
Commander. Good.
Nice. Hey, made a whopping 18 grand. Go me. Alright, Blackjack, Omni, Ostrock, here, mediums. I do kind of want the Blackjack. Don't really care about too much else. I think I have a bunch of those. No, I only have 11? Huh. Plenty of Gauss ammo. Not so much on the AC-20 ammo. Ooh, precision AC-20 ammo. No, we're taking that. We're rolling the dice on the rest. Follow the leader. None of those. Plenty of that. Alright. Well, I'm probably going to get most everything that's in that list. ER mediums. Don't have any. Okay. Gauss rifle, I've got one. LM-20, I've got two. Wow. Thought I had more than that. C3 slave. Yeah. Core 140. I only have one. Got two of those. Sell that. Nice. Okay. Cool. Got the stuff. Made some money. Good deal. Think we're going to find another Flashpoint campaign. And that's where we're going to leave off for the day. Because I need to get up and move around some more to clear out some more sinus congestion. Also have some stuff I need to work on. But first, what can the Blackjack Omni replace? It's a 50-tonner. Man, I just like all these mechs too much. That's my problem. Let's see here. Gauss rifle, LRM 10 with Artemis 4.
That mech you wanted
Let's
is
take
back
a
online.
look at that and see what we can do with it. I don't know what SI means. Plenty of oh, that's what that means. I mean, I like it. Just, don't really need that. Probably ditch 1 ton of the Gauss. Someone is going to be screaming at me out there, and that's okay. Where's the armor? There we go. Add that. Nice. Armor's maxed out. Good. Now, instead of... Can't ditch any double heat sinks. It is a little over-synced at the moment. So let's see what we can do to get just a little bit more weight freed up. Doesn't have to be a lot. Let's actually keep the rear armor at the max. Head armor at the max. Keep the arms all the way up because those are my money makers. 1.5 free. Alright. Plenty of small pulse lasers. ER small lasers. Small X pulse lasers. Let's go with... I don't have a lot of standard small lasers, huh? Interesting. Well, let's do... Let's swap the LRM-10 out for a Clan LRM. Or... Better yet, let's go away from ammo entirely. Let's go lasers. Got plenty of medium lasers. And now, it is no longer oversynced, number one. Number two, can ditch that. Remax out the armor. And we're down to... yeah. Alright, my OCD is having problems with that. We're going to move on. 1, 2, 5 medium lasers. We'll add back that 1 ton of Gauss ammo. There. Way up armored. Ammo independent backup weapons. I like it.
Logged and noted.
Cool.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Alrighty, let's find ourselves another flashpoint. I'm still trying to get the Rasalhagues to be friend with us. Which is not easy. Free Worlds League and Comstar. Free Rasalhague and Comstar. Free Rasalhague and Comstar. Oof. There we go. That should give us what we're looking for.
I wrapped up that job you asked
Nice.
for, Commander.
Let's see here. Use my connections, get the idea. Hey, Tex came up with a way to revamp cooling systems, and now he has high spirits for 30 days. Good job, Tex. By the time we get there, the low G pool will be finished. That's pretty much all the improvements I feel like making. Might find some more morale improvements, but I doubt it. Yeah, I was going to say it should only be one jump away. Just a lot of flying around. Clan Jade Falcon takes Melissa. No, not sweet Melissa. General Steiner quickly called General Retreat, abandoning Melissa to the clanners. Just 3 days of battle. Yikes. Yeah. Ooh, new Anubis mech. It is kind of a cool mech. Over 10.5 million.
Hey,
So
boss,
what else we got for
we just
engineering
completed those
projects? Nothing. Okay. I'm calling that good then. Very good.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
I... Oof. is that such a huge gulf to get one more morale point? But -2 morale points only saves me 300 grand. That's wild. We're just going to keep it standard. And we're here.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Let's just take a quick gander at contracts to see what we've got open. And let's make sure everybody's all leveled up.
Ready, Commander.
Orders?
Waiting for orders.
Standing by.
Nice.
Mech warrior training complete.
Yeah, I
Standing
didn't
by.
think so. Alright. What do we got? Not a whole lot. Ambush convoy. Yep, okay. Reputation. Where are we sitting so far? 746 rated. Calderon Protectorate. Haven't really... Yeah, Ghost Bears hate us. Torian Concordat is not a fan. Compellic Confederation's definitely not a fan. Combine loves us. Free Worlds League not so much. Lyrian Commonwealth. Thought it was a Federated Commonwealth. Where are they at on the scale? Pirates hate us. Comstar kind of likes us. Canopus is meh. Jade Falcons hate us. Nova Cats somehow like us. Not sure what that's all about, but whatever. Word of Blake does not like us. I'm okay with that. Alright. Well, we got a little bit of work to do on these guys and on these guys. Free Worlds League can go on hating us. I don't really care. They back the Word of Blake. They get to what they deserve. But we're going to call it for now. So everybody that took a minute to watch, thank you very much. And I hope everybody continues to be well.